Hey everyone, it's Anastasia from Inkwell Games, and I'm really excited because today we have our first ever guest solve with Joe. Some of you may be familiar with Joe from our Facebook group, Inkwell Insiders, which she's been managing and growing if you ever have problems or want to chat about your puzzles. But today, Joe is going to walk us through how she solved yesterday's puzzle. So Joe, I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you. Hi, Anastasia. It's nice to see you. All right, let's click this puzzle and take a look. This was a fun puzzle yesterday. What's going on? There we go. All right, so this was a fun puzzle yesterday. I love the lines. So it looks a little daunting when I first looked at it, but I noticed something really quickly on this puzzle. Like, you have to have 2 stars per zone. And so I noticed that everything's in a line. So we need 2 stars in each of these sections. So that tells me right away that all the outlining squares are actually, we can just cancel this out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just getting used to this new dragon feature, which I love. It makes life a lot easier. There we go. All right. So now I have quite a few lines, but it does show me something at the bottom. This tells me now that I only have 3 squares where I can put 2 stars. So that tells me that I cannot put a star here because it's gonna touch. So I'm gonna get my first 2 stars in. Wow, this went actually pretty quick. So there we go. And as it is mirrored, I can see that I have to do the same thing at the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my 2 stars in there. Cancel them out. And then I also now see that I have my 2 stars in this row and this row. So I can go ahead and clear out my remaining lines. All right. So now I have 2 stars across the top, 2 stars down the sides, which is fabulous. All right. Now there's a lot of empty space. Okay. So I'm going to look for the smallest section. I always find, for me, that kind of works out for me, that if I start at the smallest section and work my way out, I can usually eliminate a few spaces. So the smallest section that I see right now is this one here, which is a 5. So this tells me that if I put a star here, oh no, not that one. There we go, already messed up. Put a star here, that would cancel out these 3. And I wouldn't be able to get 2 stars in here because they would touch. So this would not work. And this side will not work. And again, because it is a 5, I can do the same here. If I put a star here, it would cancel out these ones, and I couldn't get 2 stars here. So this one is a no-go as well. All right. Where do I go from here? Feel free to jump in if you see something.
Yeah, I have the benefit of just getting to sit and watch. So
yeah, so I do see another section.
Do you? Oh,
I do.
So
down here, I have 3 sections. So I know that only 1 star can go here because they would touch. So I have to put a star here. So we're just going to cancel that one out too. That also means that I cannot have a star here because it would touch, because we know one of those 2 spots is a star. So that one's going as well. All right. So in this section, I could have a star here, and I could have a star here. I could have a star here and here, here and here, here and here. So that's not helping me right now. Oh, I see some more. So the line right here. So always check your lines. I mean, it's really easy on this one for me to concentrate on the down. the vertical, but the horizontal actually gives you a lot of clues. So I know that I only have, oh, my mouse is playing up. I only have 2 spots, so they have to be stars. So I'm going to put a star here, cancel that one out. I'm going to put a star here, and that clears these ones out. And I also have to check my corners. I am terrible for missing my corners. So now we know that there is a star here, which is amazing. All right, we are now cooking. Let's have a
We're on a
look.
roll now.
Wow. So here we have to have 4 stars. We have 4 spaces. We need 2 stars in these 4 spaces. So we still have some options there. And then we have a 3 here, but the star could go anywhere in this section right now. What have we got going along the top? We have 4 here. So we still have a few options for stars in those as well. Let me think. I put a star there, that I can still get a star here. Oh, if I put a star here, oh no, I can still get a star in here.
So one thing I noticed, Joe, is in that row, it looks like you have 4, there's 4 open options.
Yes.
Which I can sort of break down to sort of 2 pairs, which means the 4 above it touch no matter where you.
Yes, because if I put a star here, it cancels out all 3.
Exactly.
And then I cannot get 2. Oh, I can still get 2 stars in that row. No, I can't. No, you're totally correct.
And then the same thing with that one.
Here, it cancels out these 2, and I can't do it. You're right. If I put a
star, so I think that one really helps.
Yes.
And then we can keep looking at that row now.
Yeah, now I have 2, excuse me, 2 here and 1 here. So this has to be a star. So we have another row. So now we know that this cannot be a star and this cannot be a star because it would touch. So, okay, this is getting good. Where are we? So now I have a couple of quadrants here. But if I put, oh no, because I can still put 1 here. This one would touch those 2. I could put 1 here, or I could put 1 here. This one we know going to have 1 in here, or maybe 1 here, 1 here. Let me see. With 1 star in this row, so we only have 2 options. Oh, okay. Oh no, I bet I could have 2 here. Ooh, it's getting a little tricky.
It is. I think one thing I'm looking at is, well, are there any hints available?
Let's check. Well, let's check in. One, I'm going to check and see how I've done, make sure I've made no mistakes, because look at that. Oh, okay. Yes, because I need at least 1 star in here and 1 star in here. But yes, okay.
Yeah, or you could have 2 stars up top.
I could, but
you
still
can't
that
have 0.
can't use this. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now I've only got 2 options for here, which is great. Because if
one thing I know is that, those 2 options, they touch 1 cell. They share a cell that's unmarked. So if you see that, the 2 options in the second column, they share a cell on their right. That 1 down from where your mouse is, you can actually cancel that out.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They do. Nice job. That would have taken me a while to find.
You would have gotten it.
Okay, so now I only have an option here. That's great. See, it's fun solving with someone else. I wonder how many people actually do this, actually get online, because it's actually fun doing it with someone else. So we can get rid of this one, make sure my corner, there's my corner. That's my nemesis right there. So we have another line, and then I have to put a star here. So this one has to go. Now I filled this line. So now I know that these two must go in here. There we go. So that one's done. This is done because I have 2 stars. This row is done. I have 2 stars. This one's filled. This one's filled. Okay. So now I only have, I have an option here. So that one is done through my corners. So this is only has 2, has to go here and has to go here. That's my row done. Fill my corners. I know I keep saying that, but I literally do talk to myself when I do Inkwell. Okay, so now we have 3 options here. We only have 1 option in this row here. There we go. That one's done. And now, oh, look at this. One. Yay!
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Jo. What do you think of this puzzle?
Thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah, we thought that this would be a really interesting puzzle to share with everyone because it was sort of quirky in all the rows and columns. And I thought it was really interesting, like as you solved it, there were different points throughout the puzzle where like we really felt like it was getting easy, but then we ran into roadblocks again. So I hope everyone else enjoyed this puzzle. Jo, anything else you want to share?
No, I just want to say that in hindsight, it was very intuitive. I found this puzzle. It kind of led you into the next star, which I kind of loved. So yeah, it was a good puzzle. And thank you for playing along with me.
Thank you. Happy puzzling, everyone.